What's up, guys? We're taking a look at some more NBA player props today over on PrizePicks, and I'm currently on a 4-1 NBA run, looking to get an even better run going. And we have a pretty huge slate tonight, so I'm looking to cash out today for this NBA. Was able to cash a 10x last night, was super close to hitting the 30x, but we had that one push in the NHL. Pretty much combined all sports yesterday between NFL and the NBA and also the NHL. So almost hit a 30x yesterday, but I ended up getting my hands on the 10x, which is pretty good. But let's start talking about today. If you are not already on PrizePicks, now is the best time to join. This video, by the way, though, applies to PrizePicks, but also sports books and other player prop sites. So these player props are available pretty much everywhere, especially the first one. But also, like I said, now is the best time to join PrizePicks because today we have a $50 protected play. Your first entry between 10:30 last night to midnight tonight with players that are active today, you get back up to $50. PrizePicks is the best place to be if you are trying to play player props. I'm telling you, you have the best promos in the game as well. 100% deposit match up to $100 using my code DOMG. Link is down in my description below. Before we hop in though, if you want to see everything that I'm playing tonight, including being able to see some entries like this one that I actually posted yesterday that won 10 times my money, the Patreon is available. Link is down in my description below. And here's the full breakdown of that Patreon. If you are interested in seeing every single one of my plays, check out the Patreon. The link is down in the description below. There are 3 different tiers. There's NFL, NBA, and all sports. With access to the Patreon, you guys get every single play that I play on top of these plays being ranked by confidence level and write-ups to go with every single prop that I post. Once again, the link is down in the description below, so check it out. Make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. I seriously would appreciate it. And have those post notifications on so you do not miss future videos. And by the way, today on the DGF Optimizer, right now, if you don't know what this tool is, this is the DGF Optimizer. It is the #1 tool for researching player props. I'm telling you guys. Final announcement before I talk about my plays, but I want to get this out there because today the DGF Optimizers are 38% off. 38% off, which is huge. Link is down in my description below if you want to get your hands on these DGF Optimizers. I'm telling you guys, the #1 tool I've been using. Even before I was partnered with them, this was the #1 tool that I've been using. It is amazing. It compares odds between sports books and sites like PrizePicks. They also have Underdog, Thrive, No House Advantage, and even sports books on here. Check it out. The link is down in my description below. 38% off today. But enough with the announcements. Let's hop in. A little bit of a longer intro than I wanted to, but let's do it here. So first off here, I'm going to go with the rebounds plus assist category, and make sure you tail your own risk and always look into these props just a little bit more on your own and always do your own research. But I'm going with Kyrie Irving over 9.5 rebounds plus assists against the Minnesota Timberwolves today. So yes, he's playing with Luka now, and it looked pretty good. I kind of like the rotation they have going on right now in Dallas because, of course, he's playing with Luka now. This game is a 7.5 point spread and a 231.5 over-under, so it's a pretty nice looking over-under right there. Hopefully there is no blowout potential, but how the rotation really has been was that Kyrie is going out with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and then he comes back in right at the end of the first quarter when Luka subs out. So he's been getting a lot of minutes with Luka off the court. He's still dishing out some assists to Luka as well and getting some points on the board. So not worried at all with him being on a new team and all that, but last game that he played, he actually had 14 rebounds plus assists. Just need 10 this time around against Minnesota, but he just had 14 against the Sacramento Kings. He actually had more than he did when playing without Luka, but he did have 42 minutes in that game, although that was an overtime game, so he probably would have saw 36 to 37 minutes if that game did not go to overtime. But when he plays 35 plus minutes this season, he's over in 70%, which is kind of tough to judge because he's on a brand new team, of course, but I like the rotation that they have going, and I'm not afraid of him getting less minutes. He's been getting plenty of minutes, even with Luka playing, and I kind of like the rotation they have going on. So I'm not really worried about this. I think it's almost a buy low opportunity. And if you take a look at this matchup with him in his normal shooting guard spot here now with Dallas, the Minnesota's allowing the second most rebounds per game to the shooting guard, and they're ranked pretty high when it comes to assists per game to the shooting guard. Take a look at how many they've been allowing in the last 7 games. The Minnesota Timberwolves are still allowing the second most rebounds per game to the shooting guard, and they are allowing the 7th most assists per game to the shooting guard in the last 7 games. So it's a really good matchup for him. On paper, it seems to be a really good matchup. I like the minutes he's been getting. I like the rotation that he's in, and I'm hoping he can dish some assists out to Luka and hopefully grab some rebounds as well. I really like what they got going on in Dallas right now, based off of really just one game. But I like a spot for Kyrie Irving, and I think it's kind of a buy low opportunity here that I'm trying to take advantage of. So that's the first player prop that I like right there. Let's dive in now to player prop number 2, and this one is going to be a PrizePicks exclusive. It's in the NBA first half category. I wanted this player at his PRA, but again, I am moving this one over to the fantasy score, and I'm going to go ahead and go with fantasy score here. By the way, this is another reason to join PrizePicks. NBA first half category is amazing. I love the NBA first half player props. But I'm going to go with first half fantasy score, and I'm going with Jarrett Allen over 18.5 first half fantasy score. He was at 14.5 PRA like pretty early last night, and I was not able to get it, unfortunately, but I do like his fantasy score as an alternative, so I'm taking his over 18.5 first half fantasy score. I personally have paired the two, Kyrie Irving and Jarrett Allen. But let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at why I like Jarrett Allen in his spot here against the Spurs today. So the Spurs are, of course, without Jakob Poeltl because they've traded him to the Raptors. I do like Jarrett Allen a lot for the full game, like PRA, but there's so much blowout potential, man. 14.5 point total. I mean, it's going to blow out. He's going to lose a couple minutes, but this is a first half player prop. So I'm not worried about the blowout because it's a first half prop. So I like the spot right there, 224.5 over under, nothing too crazy right there. But the Spurs are allowing a crap ton of fantasy points to the center this season. They're actually allowing the second most fantasy points per game to the center. And in the last 7 games, it's absurd. They rank almost 10 more fantasy score per game than the team in second when allowing fantasy score per game in the last 7 games. They're ranked first. They're getting destroyed, is what I'm trying to say, to the center. They've just been getting destroyed by the center. It has not been pretty for the Spurs without Jakob, man. So they might be regretting that trade. I mean, they're building for the future, but still, man, they're getting killed this year by the center for sure. So I love the spot here for Jarrett Allen. I like his first half fantasy score, like I said, because the fantasy score looks really damn good on paper. And also, he's been over this in 6 straight games. He's been over this in 6 straight. He has gone under against teams like Miami, the Clippers, and OKC before that, but he's been kind of hot lately. He's been over this, like I said, in 6 straight games, so I like the spot with him facing the Spurs today, who have been getting destroyed. But by the way, Capella just had 30.6 against them. Capella is not really a player that gets a lot of fantasy points, and he dropped 30.6 in the first half. So you do have like Isaiah Stewart though with 14.5, but Jalen Duren even went over this, man. He had a 19 fantasy score right there, and that was only with 1 block. So I like the spot a lot here for Jarrett Allen to get his fantasy score done against the Spurs, and I also like Kyrie Irving a lot to go over his rebounds plus assists. More player props are available over on my Patreon right now. The link is down in my description below. With a 4-1 NBA run, just cashed a 10x yesterday. So, and like I said though, those DGF Optimizers are 38% off today. Link is down in my description below. The #1 tool that I use when researching my player props and telling you guys, because those odds give you a lot of value when it comes to like these PrizePicks boards, these underdog boards, and all that different stuff, man. And a little bonus for staying to the end of the video, here's my lean for today, my strong lean. It's in the NBA first half category as well, so sorry, you sportsbook guys. But I'm actually going to go with the first half points here, and I'm going to scroll down until I find Colin Sexton over 8.5 first half points. Now, I do like this a lot because if you can see his minutes, it has been crazy the minutes he's been getting in the first half these past 3 games. He's had 18 plus minutes in those 3 games, and he's had 20, 10, and 10. So he's been over this in most of his games this season when he sees those minutes. However, the reason I'm kind of staying away from this prop and why it's just a lean for me is the tough matchup. The Pacers are actually really, really good against a point guard, allowing the 5th least points per game to the point guard this season. And in the last 7 games, you can see that they still rank 5th in points per game allowed in the last 7 games to the point guard. But like I said, he's been seeing 18 plus minutes in these last 3 games. He's been great this season when he's seen those minutes. He's actually only been under this 2 times with 15 plus minutes, and he's been getting 18 plus in these past 3 games. So he's been under this only twice. One of those times was, he's actually only been under this 1 time, and that was against Sacramento. So he actually went over this against the Bulls with 9 right there. So he's just been great, really. He's been great when he's been seeing those minutes this season, so I really do like the spot for Colin Sexton. It's just that matchup is what's throwing me off of that a little bit, but it's still a pretty damn good look to me, and it is still a strong lean for me. But thank you guys for watching this video. Again, like I said, all links are down in my description below if you want to join PrizePicks, Patreon, all that different stuff. Thank you guys for watching this video. Tailor your own risk. Look into these more on your own, and hopefully we cash out tonight. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys. Hopefully we increase this run that we've been going on.